It's 8:45, and for the next month, we're looking at issues that impact teenagers, from bullying to birth control, sexting to cell phone overload. We are covering everything. Our series begins tonight on ABC 6 News at 5 with body image. And this latest symbol of what it is to have a perfect body is so out there. You can be a size 0 and still fall short. We're talking about the thigh gap. So you may have never heard of it, but teenage girls are going on drastic diets just to get this gap. It's a dangerous obsession that can quickly spiral out of control.
The fact that someone in our family would struggle like this is mind-blowing, but also just speaks volumes, because if someone like my sister can have an eating disorder, anybody can.
And that really is the point. This can happen to anybody. So joining me, as you saw her on the video, is Chelsea Tibbetts. Now, you were kind enough to share your sister Annie's story with me, and that's a story that you have to watch tonight on ABC 6 News at 5. But you're here to talk about what you're doing now, because this is something that has changed your family forever, and you don't want this to happen to other girls out there and other families.
Right.
So thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, talk about why this is so important to you, this whole idea of giving someone a second chance who's suffering from an eating disorder.
Right, so eating disorders are so prominent in our community in America right now. And what people don't realize is that it really affects the normal average person of any age. And because most people don't know that, treatment isn't always readily available. These topics, eating disorders, aren't always talked about all the time. And so when my sister, was struggling with her eating disorder, we really dealt firsthand with how this affects a very normal family. And my family and I have just made it our mission to educate the general population about eating disorders. And we've really worked hard to provide people with the treatment that they need for them.
And so your foundation is called iAMBliss.
Yeah.
And your sister Annie, she died as a result of this.
Yes.
And it's something that happened so quickly. Mm-hmm. And really, there was no intention. She didn't wake up and say, I want an eating disorder. I want this to happen to me. And I guess the idea is that this really can happen to anyone.
Right.
And there isn't much out there to offer help.
Right.
So how does iAMBliss, first of all, why is it called iAMBliss?
So iAMBliss comes from the idea that you can find bliss within yourself. You yourself are worthy of good things. You're worthy to feel good. We call it iAMBliss because you'll notice in our logo that A, M, and B are capitalized. And my sister's initials are Anne Marie. My sister's name was Anne Marie Bow, and so those are her initials, A and B. So that's just kind of how we came up with that.
And she was a runner.
Yes.
Avid runner.
Yes.
You not so much, but you are now.
I am now.
So what are you doing to raise money?
So right now we are fielding teams that run in road races all over the country. We started here in Columbus last fall. Our first race was the
Columbus is back.
was the Columbus Marathon in 2013, and we fielded a team of 40 runners who raised $25,000, which really blew my mind. And since then, we have fielded 5 or 6 different large teams to run road races and fundraise for this organization.
And this money goes directly to scholarships, really, to get people the help they need in treatment.
So we're still really a young and constantly evolving organization. We are providing scholarship money for individuals to receive treatment at several different treatment facilities, but we also are focusing this year especially on providing programs, educational programming for people like teachers and coaches, and specifically athletes, because eating disorders are so prominent in the athletic world. So we want to provide some educational tools to prevent these disorders.
So if you think that you could either help Chelsea's organization by donating, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Or if you're someone who does need help, please get in touch with Chelsea. You can head to our website, gooddaycolumbus.com. If you scroll to the bottom of the page, you'll click on news links and we will hook you up with Chelsea right away. And also, please watch my story, Starving for Perfection. It's tonight on ABC 6 News at 5. This is something that if you are around teenagers, if you have a teenager, any teenager, in your life, it's something that you really need to watch.